you. Probably early for a lot of you. But since I didn't get out yesterday, I wanted to make sure that I got out today. And later on in the day is not really a great time for me to do that. So I figured I'd come right out this morning and take a nice trip through the woods. We are at Sugarbrook. I am um, I'm dual wielding today. I got the camera, the phone, and then I got the big guy. I'm dual wielding. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. This is not the place I was at last time. This is different. This is the place that I had gone to do that real short recon mission when I was given that map. And when I went to a different area of this place and found signs. There was stuff going on there. And I'm finding stuff now that's definitely questionable. Let's spin you around. Come on. Spin, spin. You see that tree? Not just broken. It is twisted almost 180 degrees. So I've seen quite a few of those so far. And I didn't turn this on right away. Hey Sonia, how you doing? I didn't turn this on right away because I was filming with the Canon. And it's a pain in the butt to have both hands going, but I swore I heard some kind of vocal off in the distance, like a very kind of deep, whoa, that type of thing, what it sounded like. And then something else very shortly afterwards. It was off in the distance. And now I hear dirt bikes. ATVs and dirt bikes, yeah. That's a good sign. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. You know, I don't think these things are going to come out, these creatures, we're going to come out for a loud ATV or dirt bike. It's beautiful here, Sonia. It is beautiful. And it's the perfect day. It's 57 degrees outside. It is dry. It's crisp. It's cool. It is perfect. It's the best. I think this is the nicest day of the year so far. But so I don't think these guys are going to show themselves to a dirt bike. But I do think, because they're curious, they may move in a little closer to take a look. Obviously from a safe distance, but a little closer. Excuse me. Allergies are bothering me today. And maybe not. Maybe they'll completely be scared off by it. Who knows? I'm hoping not. As there's quite a few dirt bikers that come through here, but it's early Saturday morning. Hoping most of them are still at home. Here you go. Here you go. How does that happen? How does that happen? Tell me. There's 5 of you watching. Somebody give me a reasonable explanation for how that happens naturally. There's none. There just isn't. The wind will not twist a tree like that. This tree is, I mean, it's a little dead now, but you can tell, obviously, it wasn't dead when that happened. Otherwise, it would have just split right off. The wind doesn't do that. Snow load doesn't do that. I'm hearing quite a few woodpeckers out here too. Maybe the bikes tick them off. maybe makes them curious. Yeah, who knows? That's the thing. It's all speculation, right? Just don't know. I'm hoping curious. That's what I'm hoping. Hi, old spirit. Hi, Sonia. Anyone else? Who else is here? Okay. That. It sounded like a woman scream. No lie. Alright, that was weird. That was weird. The first couple vocals didn't necessarily scare me or worry me. No, this was not a songbird. I know songbirds. This was not a songbird. Let's bring it back around. Definitely not a songbird. Yep, yeah, they're blue jays. Yep. But what I heard off in the distance was not a blue jay. It was not any kind of bird whatsoever. Didn't sound like a Bigfoot. It sounded like a woman. Gotcha. It's hard to hear a lot through the phones. Yeah, no, it sucks. It's terrible. The Canon's got a good mic on it, the Rode mic. So I'll be able to upload that footage, hopefully. I'm still having trouble. I don't know why. Like, it won't let me plug in. I don't have an SD card slot in my computer, so I had to buy one of those external SD things that you plug into the USB port. And for whatever reason, it won't let me take the stuff from it and then move it to my downloads. It puts them on Google Drive, but then I don't know, I can't, somehow I can't find them to use them to make a YouTube video. And I'm new at this too, so. Hopefully I'll figure it out. Because the Canon shoots really good footage. Really crisp, really clear. Plus I have well, it's not a gimbal, but it definitely makes it more stable holding this thing. Everybody have a good breakfast this morning? You get woman Bigfoot. I mean, here the birds too. Don't quiet if anything creepy is around. Yeah, sometimes they do. Not necessarily all the time. Not necessarily all the time. But yeah, they definitely have at certain times for sure gotten so deadly quiet that it's like, could a Bigfoot be there, trees so far apart? So I see what you're saying, but if you look back, like just behind this first layer of trees, there's enough brush right there that they could hide in there. I mean, even look here. I can't see past 15 feet into that. Everything just kind of looks dark and blurry. Just beginning to turn brilliant red. Yeah, this all happened within like a week. They went from still pretty green to they went almost overnight. It was like, boom, okay, yellow, orange, red. It's usually how it happens here because we'll have warm nights, still where it's in the 60s or whatever. And then it literally goes from like 60s to 40s in like the blink of an eye. And so the leaves really just start to die quickly. It used to be much slower, so you can enjoy it more, but the weather patterns have changed quite a bit. Here's another tree break. I'm sure you can see that one. Don't know if it's natural. I'm not saying anything for sure. I'm just saying I see it. The sound here is amazing. The wind blows and you hear the leaves falling off the trees and hitting the other leaves on the way down. Pretty neat. Alright, so there's a swamp and a water source down this way. Oh wow, no way. Some leaves when the first snow comes. Oh, yeah, that's got to be pretty. You know that first really good snow? It's the real light powdery stuff. And it, when it's coming down heavy and it's just piling up on the branches of the trees, it's sticking to the needles on the pines. It's so beautiful. Imagine walking through here with all these trees covered in a blanket of powdery snow. We'll probably do that this winter, as long as I can drive. I mean, if I can't drive to get here, then no, we won't. But I'll do my best. I'm going to turn and go back. You guys are having Monster and Red Bull for breakfast. Oh, all right. Well, to each his own. Probably not good for my blood sugar or my blood pressure to have one of those this early in the morning. Although I did have a coffee with a double shot of espresso, so probably not much better. All right, so that's 2 tree breaks back to back. You see that one right there? And the one to the left of it off in the distance? Back to back, opposite directions. Generally speaking, here's a bird. Here's a birdie. Hey, birdie. They're out here. I don't have any weird feelings in this area, so I'm gonna kind of move back. go out to the road, and then move down a little bit to a different trail. Because I'm just not feeling it here. I'll shut the cannon off for now. Stop recording, shut it off, hang it on my neck. Any of you guys watch the David Devine show last night? Did any of you tune in? We started out having a really great discussion about music. It was fun. David's a great guy, just a wonderful, wonderful guy. Yeah, you ain't kidding, Old Spirit. These trails are rocky, and my ankles just are not good. My ankles are so bad from all the years that I played basketball and then competed in martial arts. They're just terrible, man. It's they're really weak. I have tendons that are torn, ligaments. I mean, I have stuff that needed surgery that I just never got done. So I have terrible pain in my right ankle pretty much all the time, and it just gives out on me quite often because it has nothing to support it, just the muscle. Everything over there is torn to bits. What music were we discussing? Don Moore, welcome, Don. Good to see you, man. He fell shortly after. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. We went till 1:30 on his show, and I woke up this morning at 5. So I'm pretty tired right now. I don't get to rest when I go home. I got to go home and take care of that little menace. We were discussing a lot, man. So we were talking about David's time. Good to see you, Don. Always good to see you, buddy. We were discussing David's time. You know, it's Don. You have no idea. I'm just gonna stop for a minute. I'm just gonna stop. And this isn't even the prettiest, but look at the glow on these trees. Look at the glow. Look at the green. Look at the yellow. Look at that. Look at that. How magical is that, man? How magical. And I wish there was smell-o-vision so you could smell what I smell right now. That the leaves dying and the earth taking them back, and it's this beautiful, beautiful. Again, from the same area that I heard it earlier. It sounded like. It's far though. I mean, it's far. There's nothing. I mean, not anywhere near me. So yeah, Don, we were talking about his touring with Marky Ramone, and you know just how amazing that is. Him playing a sold-out show at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How close to the creek are you? Oh, it's not too far. It's literally through these woods. It starts to slope down, maybe, you know, 500 or 600 yards, maybe, give or take. I'm gonna try to get down to the next trail down, so that because that one kind of circles around the backside of the swamp and creek. It's gonna take me a minute to get there, but. Hello? And it's also possible here because of this, what this place, where it is, and is that rock? What, Marky Ramone? It's like punk. You know, you never heard of the Ramones, Don? It's like punk, kind of like long lines like the Sex Pistols, um, stuff like that. But he played a sold-out show in front of the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, that's incredible. Changed out from Air Maxes to... Nope. You ready? Booyah. You know why, T? This is why. Matter of fact, the lady commented on my last video, and she was like, "Yeah, Green Day was punky for sure. Definitely, they took a whole lot of inspiration from bands like that, Iggy Pop and them guys. It was, you know, new generation. But listen, T, I'm gonna tell you why. I have really, really, really high arches, and I am, what do they call that when the outside of your foot hits the ground first? There's a term for it, and I forget what the term is. So my feet start to hurt really bad if I'm not wearing certain shoes that have good arch support and a pretty soft sole. Boots, I end up in so much pain, and then I end up getting plantar fasciitis from it. Oh, it's bad. It's just terrible. If you've never had plantar fasciitis, it's pretty excruciating, stabbing pains, and it's the worst, like when you've been sitting for a while or when you wake up in the morning. The worst. The absolute worst. Feels like someone's taking a knife, a hot knife, and stabbing it right into your nerves in your foot. Yeah, it's bad, Don. It is no fun. And so they give you exercises to do. They tell you some crispy boots. Oh, that's the name brand, Crispy? I think you meant crispy as in like the slang term for like fresh, cool. Oh man, I'm sorry. So many bones, tendon, nerves, lots of nerves. Yeah, T, that's, you know, a little slow on the uptake sometimes. But yeah, they're cool too. I don't even give a shit if they're cool. I just need something that's not gonna make my feet hurt more. You know what I mean? A lot of boots have a really, really stiff sole, and I need something that's got a little flex to it, that's soft. Matter of fact, what I should be wearing right now, if you have foot problems and your feet hurt you, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I know most people, especially people who are older than me, would never spend this money on a pair of shoes. But I cannot emphasize enough the comfort level of these shoes that I'm about to tell you about. The sole is made out of this material that was initially made for NASA as an insulation material. It looks like styrofoam, like, because it's got like the pellets all kind of together, but it is not even close to that texture. It is so soft and spongy. They have this, it's called the Apex Axis Arch Support System. It's this flexible piece of like carbon fiber that kind of curves like your arch would and supports, you know, the middle part of it. You need some good shoes or you will suffer. Been there, done that. Spend the money. Yeah. I have to have good footwear to hike, especially ones for my life and dog management. Yeah. Who are you kidding? Don, let me tell you something. I have come to grips with the fact that my fat, old, A double crooked letter, if a dog man or Bigfoot is chasing me, I'm not running. I'm not. I ain't gonna get far. I got bad ankles, a bad back. I'm overweight. Uh, I'm just gonna stop and throw my hands up and say, "Go ahead, you got me. Have at it, Chief. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. If I disappear in the forest, pretty much no. Uh, that's why. Are they Hoka's? No, they're Adidas Ultra Boost. And so here's the other cool part about them, right? So the sole is made out of that material, very spongy, very squishy, tons of impact support. Plus you got that piece of like carbon fiber that flexes where your arch is. So as you put your heel down and then roll towards your front of your foot, the weight transfers the right way. The sole is made out of Bridgestone tire rubber. So you're getting grip on any smooth, hard, or rough surface. It wouldn't do you too much good on these slippery leaves, but there's not a whole lot that does. Anything else though, you get a ton of grip, and they don't wear out. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Impact, support, cushion. Yeah, crazy. And so then the upper part of the shoe is made out of prime knit. Hey, Bigfoot Lake. How are you? Hey, Bigfoot Lake. I wanted to tell you that your voice is a combination of Fergie and Jesus. You are, some people say you're the songbird of your generation. People are talking about people. I just ignore them. Love, love, love. This is not a suitable environment for my vocal abilities. That's the closest you'll ever get to me singing. So yeah, we got on the shoe topic because of these rocky trails. They're terrible. I don't know what's worse, downhill or uphill. Uphill, I'm way more out of breath. Fergie and Jesus, you're thinking about that one? Hovering with my own body. Thought you took on the shape of a unicorn. Yes, I did. I did take on the shape of a unicorn. You can call me Nighthawk. Hey, cryptids, etc. with Bobby. Hey, Lake, how did I miss you? All right, we're getting close to the road again. There was a lady out here on a horse. Pretty neat. Sorry, rolling my sleeves up. That's why. Oh, my filming on this freaking phone. This is terrible. Yeah, this is Connecticut. This is like northeastern Connecticut. It goes through a couple towns. Plainfield, Voluntown, Griswold, which was a town that was related to the vampire stuff we talked about last night. And there's a couple different forests here, state forests that butt right up to each other. Oh yeah, on concrete's probably worse than the trails, honestly. Concrete's terrible to stand on. It is not good for your feet, it's not good for your legs and knees, and it's not good for your back. It's terrible. It causes all kinds of problems. a whole lot of history in this area. A whole lot. Matter of fact, if you look up Maud's grave in Hell Hollow, Connecticut. Look up that story. Talk about some creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. And it's right down the road. They say if you go near the grave, you're cursed, and usually people die after they go near it. So, I don't know. I don't know if I feel like going near it or not. Probably not a great idea. Good morning, Janelle. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, lass. Fine to have you. Fine to have you. YOLO. That's right. You only live once. I didn't know Mineral Springs, Wisconsin had demonic vampire entity. Jessica Jones, speaking of vamps. I didn't know that either. I'll have to look that up when I get home. I haven't eaten anything yet. Starting to feel like those Snickers commercials. Oh, Don, have you ever been here for fall, Don? Has anyone in the chat been to New England for fall? Tell me. Even taking a ride through. Old Spirit, you have. Okay, so you know then how absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it really is hard to find. It is the best time to go, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about 50s, mid 50s during the day, even into the mid 60s. No humidity, dry, breeze. The smell of, oh yeah, Indiana's definitely similar, for sure. Blue Ridge Parkway. Where's the Blue Ridge Parkway? I know I've heard that before. I think I've watched a Bigfoot show about that. Blue Ridge Bigfoot. How come I don't remember where it is? North Carolina. Okay, yep. Yeah, a lot like it. You guys have very similar, leaf changing patterns down there and deciduous trees and stuff. Yep, definitely. North Carolina's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I mean, there's Smoky Mountains, yeah, just gorgeous. There's so many beautiful areas in the United States alone. I was fortunate enough to travel quite a bit when I was younger and didn't have, the responsibilities I have now. And I was competing, so a lot of times I would get paid to go to different places, some around the world. I mean, I went to Brazil to compete in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships. That was, yikes. Certain parts were beautiful in Brazil, but we had to go through some favelas. And if you don't know much about the favelas, I'll tell you. They are these villages that are like shanties, and they're built on the outskirts of the city, and they overlook the city from like this hillside. I'm talking about Rio de Janeiro. It's terrifying. You're talking about kids with machine guns. We had to get escorted through there. 2 vans of us had to get escorted through. by Brazilian federal police. It was pretty scary, to say the least. Sorry. No way. We're gonna try to hook up around this pond here. I'm gonna walk around that back side of it a little bit. See what we see over there. I hate how the chat goes away. Mantahela. So here you go. Here's a big water source. Here's the creek. I'd like to go down there, but there's no trail. No. Not a cloud in the sky. No, it's beautiful. I was very glad to get the heck out of there. I mean, the beaches and stuff were gorgeous, but those places were terrifying. What'd you fight for, bro? I was in a Jacare. Oh, no way. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, all right. I started at a small gym in New London called the Strike Zone, which me and two of my training partners, I don't know if you know the name, Josh Diekman and Brennan Ward, fought for Bellator. Brennan fought for the title, the middleweight title at one point. His dad was my trainer there. This was way before the UFC was popular when I started. This was in the early 2000s, so it got popular when I was had been competing for a while. And then I left there. I went up to Massachusetts and trained with Mark Delagrati, Alexis at Randy Couture's gym for like 8 months. I competed in a lot of, smaller promotions across the United States. It was different then. It was different. But yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. I started every middleweight champion in the Navy twice. My uncle was, oh, don't look like we're getting through here. Uncle was Boston, silver gloves. What kind of gunshots going off in the distance? Sounds like black powder. What time you guys got? Yeah, it was a much different time, dude. It was way different. It didn't have the popularity. People still thought it was blood sport, it was looked at like disgusting. Thank you, Don. Thank you, T. It was looked at disgusting. If you competed in mixed martial arts, you were basically human cockfighting is what they compared it to. That's literally what Dick Cheney, what he did for the sport was incredible. Arnold Classic, that's a big one. Damn, that's huge. I fought at like Laconia at Bike Week twice. You talk about a rowdy crowd. Have a bunch of patched bikers who don't like each other already. Add booze. Look at all those birds. Holy cow! That scared the crap out of me. I could all of a sudden just hurt. Okay. Ow. Go over it. Go around this way. Definitely some stuff digging in here. Little animals. I feel like I'm on Endor right now. Whew, my goodness. How does Endor not have lightning fast 5G connectability? You're from the Star Wars universe. You have speeder bikes and Millennium Falcons, but you don't have 5G Wi-Fi. Your voice? Whose voice is it? Is not suitable for. These guys get the right idea. I'm out here hoofing it, sweating, hungry, tired, and they're over here chilling. Fishing in here too. No, you're not that lucky. You're gonna have to deal with me for a little bit longer. What I found out here, like, visually, I don't fit in with most of the Bigfoot community. I don't look like a lot of Bigfooters. I don't wear a lot of camo or hunting gear, stuff like that. I do carry a gun for protection. And I don't look like a lot of the folks who live out here, because this is pretty country. Attached to certain things where people just assume that. They're very nice. I'd say 9 out of 10 cars that have driven by me in my time here always wave or give a head nod or ask how you doing. And I look much different. Most folks, is this a trail? Let's go around that side. If it was, it is well overgrown. All right. Moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, moving on up. That wooded area, buddy, darn near run me over. Yeah, yeah, I done okay. I need to start doing this more often because it's really my happy place. I just love it out here. Gives me peace. It's beautiful. Even at times when it gets, creepy or scary, uh, it's okay because I get it. Yeah, those twists. Yeah, yeah. I just cannot. I'll never be able to accept the fact that any natural phenomenon can do that. There's no wind that can take a tree like that and spin it 360 degrees. Just can't. Wind would just break it. Snow load would bend it over or bend it and break it, but it wouldn't spin. I'm jealous. I'd love to be on a bike right now. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm parked right up here. I'm going to hop in. I'm going to drive the opposite way. And see what those trails look like up there. I haven't been on them yet. Yeah, I'm out of breath. Woo! Oh, Don. I wish, brother. I've seen that multiple times. Top of the tree, shoved into the ground. Not just a couple inches either. I'm talking buried in the ground. Me and my buddy tried multiple times to get it out, get one out of one spot, and we could not. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry. Holy mother. Now I'm hot. Now I was hot. Oh. Good golly, Miss Amati.
Waiting to pair.
We're waiting to pair. That's what they say. AC, bro. AC, bro. All right, hold on. Back out of the spot. It's crazy if you don't know where you're at here. All this stuff looks exactly the same. All of it. very exciting today. I apologize, but is the nature of this subject. We have down the chart for that place yes, normal. Yes, all right. Well, listen, Don. If this creature can uproot a tree, and we're talking about, I've seen some big trees uprooted, spun upside down, shoved in the ground. If it can uproot a tree, it can probably swing it like a baseball bat. So I don't know that I've ever seen one uprooting a tree. It would bring the fear factor to life even more. Look how beautiful this is, though. Can't tell me this is not fall paradise. Paradise. Whatever made the 9-inch deep 9-foot TV structure. What's it say? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I apologize. I forgot this stupid thing connected to Bluetooth. What's going on, wildlife? Welcome. You couldn't hear me before, and that sucks. The 9-foot teepee, which not the one that I posted pictures of. Was way bigger than. Can you hear now? Nowhere, guys. The signal's pretty bad. What I was going to say about the teepees is I think it just comes down to the same thing with everything else, just a little bit of critical thinking. Sugarbrook is down. Sugarbrook is down. Okay, so I'm not too familiar with your area, Don. Everything else, just a little critical thinking. Where is it? Why would someone make it? Who would that someone be? And is it possible for a human to do? It's kind of where I start at, anyway. And I think a lot of the teepees are usually possible for humans to do. Some are not. That one that I posted not too long ago in the post on YouTube, North Central Florida. Yeah, see, man, Florida's weird, dude. I would just almost immediately lean towards it being one of those skunk apes. That's me, though. I don't know. Florida's just strange, and it seems to be like overflowing with them, and especially in Central Florida. They seem to be just about everywhere there. So that's where I would lean, but just a theory, not a fact. I don't have facts. I have hypotheses. TPs are interesting, though. They're really neat. The straight out out boogers, for sure, boogers. Yeah, kind of in the same area. I found a juvie skunk ape tracking him. Yeah, alright. So then I wouldn't pin it on people. I'd pin it on one of them. And I don't think Dogman makes them. I don't think Dogman have anything to do with TP structures or stick structures. I think that's strictly Sasquatch, skunk apes, Bigfoots, whatever you want to call them. I don't think Dogman has anything to do with that stuff. I think the Dogman is its own entity and lives completely different from the Sasquatch do. And I would never want to see a Dogman. Never. Ever, never, never, never. To me, that is about the scariest thing that I think there could be on the planet. I've seen some videos that possibly could be faked, but even the faked videos were enough to make me want to stay up at night, you know? And then you hear stories where these things are. It's terrifying. Nope. I live on an old country road. One spot in the trees looks like there was some kind of smack down or something. All the trees askew and everything tore up. Looks like really wild, not storm damage freaky. Yeah, then it probably was something else. Something else. You know, if you've ever seen storm damage, you know storm damage, even in a bad storm, tends to be a little symmetrical to a degree. Does that make sense? Where like it's not haphazard. It's all even with tornadoes, you know, they spin and they lay trees down in all different directions, but you can see kind of like how it did it. If there's just stuff tore up, you know, in all different ways, I'd lean towards something different. But that's me, man. That's just me. I'm getting back on the highway. We can still talk though. I mean, you know, I'm by myself, so I'm always up for, no, not the teepees. I saw there was twisted off trees and a lot of them. Yeah, alright, so there you go. These woods are pretty much never disturbed. Then I would lean towards that. I would lean towards something, you know, something strange, something unknown, something cryptid, something, you know. That's just me. Next to TB, I saw there were twisted off trees and a lot of them. Yeah, alright, well. So, what's the, how coincidental would that be that you